Welcome to New Mexico Living.
Welcome back, folks. It's not just a book, it's a tool. Stripping Down Happy was written by authors Dannie De Novo and Gina Noonan to help the reader simplify the idea of happiness and apply it to their everyday life. We spoke with co-author Dannie De Novo to find out why we often make happiness complicated and how we can find it again and hold on to it.
Dannie, good morning. Good to talk to you again. And today we are talking about a new book, and it really is all about finding happiness. And I think that everyone, after living through this pandemic and a tumultuous year of 2020 and going into 2021, finding happiness, that is a major thing. So let's talk about why finding happiness might seem to be so complicated these days.
I think people believe that happiness should be this clear path. It should be this well-lit, well-maintained road that we go down, and there's these big signs, stop here or pay attention to this. And happiness isn't like that. It's really subtle. It's the shy girl at the party. You have to go up and ask her for her phone number, and then you have to actually call her. So it's really about paying attention to the little things more than expecting happiness to just sort of come out from nowhere and land in your life.
Gotcha. Okay. So now in this new book, Stripping Down Happy, is that the name of the book? Is that right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
You have co-written this with Janae Noonan, and you guys talk about 5 different places that happiness is hiding. Can you share a little bit of those locations of where happiness is hiding and why it's so elusive?
I say that happiness hides from us in a couple of places. One is on the other side of our laziness. We're coming out of the pandemic. Things are sort of returning to normal. It's time to stop hitting that snooze button. Another place is on the other side of our negative talk and our negative thinking. If we keep talking about negative stuff and expecting negative stuff, more negative stuff is just going to come into our lives. Another place is on the other side of our past pain. We hold on to these hurts and these grudges, and we refuse to forgive, and all that's doing is just weighing down on our happiness. How about on the other side of your fear? How many times have you let fear stop you from doing the things that you really wanted to do in life? And then a big one for me that I like to bring up a lot is on the other side of self-criticism and self-judgment. If you're mean to yourself, then that's just not a way to get happy.
That all makes sense. And, honestly, like I'm checking them and I'm like, guilty, guilty, guilty. So many of these that I'm guilty of. I'm sure a lot of other folks are guilty of. So the big question is, how do we overcome that? How can we find our happiness?
Well, I use the acronym HAPPY, right? When it comes to laziness, I say habit. Start putting habits into place to keep you from doing those lazy things. If you need to get up earlier, put your phone on the other side of the room so that when the alarm goes off, you really do get out of bed. For negativity, a good old appreciation is a good thing. We talk a lot about gratitude, and I think sometimes people have a hard time putting that together, but just appreciate the things around you, appreciate nature. It will translate into gratitude down the road. For past pain, purge it. It's time to let it go. You just have to get rid of it. Happiness doesn't live in the past, it lives here in the present, and so should you. For fear, I say purpose. You've got to make your purpose bigger than the fear. And when you tie that ideally to your passion in life, then that fear is going to go away and give you the courage to go forward with what you really want to do in your life. And self-judgment, this is all about you, right? When you learn to really like yourself and you learn to really love yourself, not only will you be happier, but you will be unstoppable.
That's great. Those are great tips. Now, if we want to unpack this a little bit more and get our hands on a copy of this book, where can we find it?
You can find it at my website, DannieDeNovo.com, and you can also find it on Amazon.com.
Fantastic. Well, Dannie, we appreciate this. Appreciate you taking a few minutes to break down the elusiveness of happiness and trying to find it in 2021. Continue to stay safe and healthy, and we thank you for your time.
Thanks. You stay safe as well.